ISO boom, what's going on YouTube? It's your favorite YouTuber you just don't know yet, and we back with, I think this one, I feel like it hasn't been requested yet, but it's gonna be a question to pop up sometime in the future. We have the big dog versus the big dog. We have the old school versus the new school. We have the Grip Boost DNA 1.0s versus the Grip Boost DNA 2.0s. And did the changes do good? Did the changes do bad compared to the predecessors? Or were they needed at all? Let's find out in this video, and let's see who takes the cake here. And for those of you that are new or just returning and just forgot, we're gonna be going over 3 phases, with the first being grip, the second being comfortability, and the third being durability. And getting into the grip. Now with the grip here, you know, Grip Boost, them as a brand kind of are holding it down in the grip category of gloves all over the world. So it's kind of hard here, as I said in the Grip Boost DNA 2.0 review, when you have a 97 overall and you put them next to a 99 overall, you don't really notice a big difference. And just like when you go with these side by side, the only big difference here is that the 2.0 sport a new technology of a Grip Boost Plus stick palm, and so they are an improvement per the website. But again, when you give me a 98 overall and a 99 overall, I'm not gonna notice much difference. You guys are already holding down the grip in the grip category. You guys are already holding down the grip category as a brand, so it's hard to put one up between either of these two gloves in particular, so I'm gonna go with a tie here. So moving on to comfortability, these gloves here in this specific comfortability, breathability, whatever you want to call it, is pretty neck and neck. There are some slight changes which we will get into, but starting with the 2.0s, there are some changes with the wrist strap as well as the back of the glove itself. On the back of the 2.0s, that elastic fabric is stripped and we are getting a more cotton for a more comfortable feel. Not per se a breathable feel, because again, it's a thicker fabric, it's gonna be on the back, so it's not really where airflow really kind of rotates in and out of, but it gives a more comfortable feel. Here it does feel like the back of your hand isn't in your typical football glove feel. It is a softer feel, so comfortability, it does get a plus there. But as I stated with the airflow, is when it doesn't have the elastic kind of cool in a cool temperature or cooler in a warm temperature environment, the cotton kind of aesthetic or the softer feel does sacrifice some breathability, and it also makes the glove heavier. Doesn't really have much to do with comfortability, but just something that I would note. Compared to the 1.0s, I personally like the elastic feel where it's kind of more skin tight. The breathability is more, I guess it's just one of those fabrics that are cooler, and the snug fit overall does personally to me give a better airflow and breathability overall. That with both of these gloves having that kind of slit on the back of the pinky finger, in the 1.0s it is slightly bigger, and in the 2.0s it's slightly smaller, but again, the reason it's smaller is because there's more airflow in the wrist strap of the 2.0s with those 2 little holes. And with that being said, I'm gonna have to give the 1.0s a slight edge here in comfortability, just because they have a more classic staple, if it ain't broke don't fix it kind of mentality with the stick, and or not the stick, we're not even on that category, with the breathability of the glove. But I think it could come down to personal preference. You can like a more comfortable, softer glove, and you would rock with the 2.0s instead of the 1.0s. Moving on to the third and final section of durability. As you guys know, the 2.0s came out recently, so I haven't had them as long as my DNA 1.0s. Neither here nor there, because in the 2.0s they go with a more layered kind of design that does eliminate what we call weak points in a glove, and eliminates and kind of conceals those stitching areas which would be the weak points that would eventually, you know, their thread would tear, that's where holes begin, etc, etc. I've been rocking with them for about a month now, on and off, and I've played with them in super cold weather, well, super cold California weather, and I've been playing with them in just like your regular day. Hasn't been raining too much, but in California weather, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not crazy weather, but these 2.0s do feel like a better structured glove compared to the 1.0s. And the 1.0s, they feel thinner and which is also why, you know, the 1.0s feel a little lighter. The 2.0s do feel slightly heavier. Again, when I say heavier, they're gloves. They're not heavy at all, but it's something that you would notice. And so the 2.0s, it does wrap around and conceal those weak points, and there have been 0 stitching issues with the 2.0s. So where they do increase the weight of the glove slightly, and we're talking, I don't even know what's smaller than ounces. I don't know my metric system, but very grams, I guess. I don't know. It does sacrifice some of that weight, but it creates a more sturdy, stable glove. And with that being said, I have to give the Grip Boost DNA 2.0s the edge here on durability. And with that being said, we kind of have a tie here. Now, hear me out. I think, again, it comes down to personal preference. Again, it's one of those things that if something is so, not gonna say perfect, because there's no such thing as something perfect in the world, but when you have something that's such a quality piece of equipment like the Grip Boost DNA 1.0s, the 2.0s, like, what are you gonna do? There's not much to improve on, but at the same time, we can improve because nothing's perfect. So I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to tell Grip Boost. I don't make gloves. They do. And so I personally would suggest rocking with whichever you find cheaper at the time. Sometimes you'll have deals because the 2.0s are out. The 1.0s are either not on sale, or you can find them somewhere else for cheaper. If you can find 1.0s for cheaper, rock with those. If you want a more sturdy glove to last you longer season, which I will say again, the 2.0s do win in the durability side, go ahead and get the 2.0s. You can't go wrong with either glove here. So it's a personal preference answer, which is why I ended this in a tie. Yeah, I guess it's a good problem to have, so shout out Grip Boost. But again, I want to thank y'all for watching and rocking with your boy, and I appreciate y'all for staying tuned. And if y'all ain't subscribed, bro, I hate looking at the not subscribed viewers because y'all break my heart, seriously. Subscribe, like the video, share with a teammate, and if nobody's told you yet, I know the show grind. Keep up the hard work, it's gonna pay off one day, and I will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.